Hey everyone, I'm Scott Allen Miller. It is the 1st of October 2020 here on Sheep Guarding Llama. Welcome to the show and welcome to beautiful fall weather here in Texas, where it's still a little bit warm. We have the air conditioning back on today and yesterday, but we're really close to getting to go back to open windows, and so that will very likely be the last time we have to have the air conditioners running for the rest of the year. So probably tomorrow I'm going to be pulling the air conditioner out of our bedroom window because we will not need that anymore, because we really use that as like a boost. And I'm going to turn around real quickly. I think you can see Chana waving there in the background. Her head's just poking over the garden there. She saw that I was doing. You can also see the air conditioner unit in the window in the background. And so we'll be taking that out, and I'll be able to take out the one that's in my office. And that means that this is the last time that I have to put one into the window and the last time I have to have one in the office. They will be moving to the garage and they will be going with the house, and that will be the end of it. There's a lot of things that we are now looking at being the end of things that we need to do, because our current goal remains to be crossing the Mexican border right after Christmas. So and that means we're going to, and I've said this before, but we plan on going to New York, seeing my father, probably in the Thanksgiving range, but we don't really know that yet. And then going to Houston for Christmas, that we know we will be doing. And then somewhere between Christmas and New Year, we hope the border is open and we will be crossing into Mexico, where our current plan is to spend a little bit of time, meaning something in the range of, say, a week in Monterrey, and then going on most likely to a month and a half or more in a place like Guanajuato, possibly San Miguel de Allende, maybe Querétaro, but most likely Guanajuato in the Central Highlands. It really seems like it's probably our best bet for a starting point, especially because it's so easy to hit as we head south, unless we become enamored with San Luis Potosi before we can get there. So that's the current plan. That means it's October, so we have all of October and probably most of November, but that is it. We are under 2 months before we really want to be able to abandon the house and go. Ideally, also sell it, but that's how close. So a lot of things like taking the air conditioning out, that's it. It's the last time we're taking it out. We need to do like one more plant for the lawn care. That's like it. We have to mow like 2 or 3 more times. That's it. We're actually down to the wire for so many things. Now, there's a lot we still need to do, but those things are coming to a close, which is an interesting spot to be in, where you're starting to think of the house as the last time that you put something away or take something out or do some regular routine. We probably need to change the air filter in the air conditioner one more time, right? Like things like that. And you know, considering that this has been our home for the last decade, and obviously we've come and gone, but we've owned this house since 2010. And I just stumbled yesterday on the video of Liesel with the seal that she found when we moved into this house, when we looked to buy it. In 2010, the one thing, all the house was empty, they had moved out, and one stuffed animal, a fur seal, was left in what would become Liesel's bedroom. And she went in and she found it in the corner and came running out with it and was like, "Look at this thing I found." And she was so tiny, and we couldn't take it. We were just looking at the house. We did buy the house that day, but we had to leave it behind, and we tried to make them leave it in the house as part of the offer on the house, and they were like, "No, it belongs to one of the kids." But they went and bought a replica of it, or a smaller one that's exactly like it, and left it so that when we did move in, it was waiting for us. And so she still has that. But I found this video of her putting the original one back 10 years ago. So it's neat that we're moving out, if all goes well, almost exactly a decade after we moved into the house. So it's weird. It's been such a huge portion of our lives. And of course, my father is selling his house and is moving out in just about a month. So my childhood home is disappearing at the same time that my kids' childhood home is disappearing. You can see Chana here in the background with Clive, our little Boston Terrier, The kids are doing a great job of helping with the dogs now that we have so many dogs. So today we found out that there is a bit of interest for Lula. This is the first that there's been any interest since the first 2 adoptions fell through several weeks ago. So we're really hopeful because we only have 2 months left before we have to figure out something to do with her. She's at a point where she's really impacting our plans, which we wish we could rearrange all of our plans around her. She is so sweet. We love her so much, but we have to find her a forever home. This home is very stressful for her. And Clive, the little puppy, is getting more and more active, and he's bigger, and he just needs to be able to run around the house, and he can't do that with Lula there because he just gets into her face. And she's been great about it so far, but at some point it's going to be some terrible thing is going to happen, and at least one of the dogs is going to get hurt. So we have to find her forever home, even though she has warmed up to us so much and has gotten just better and better as we've had her. It's so rough having to give her up, but there's no way that we can take her with us where we need to go. There's just nothing that we are doing is she able to participate in, right? So it's just really, really hard dealing with all of that. Not too much other news. We did have tuna steaks for dinner last night. Luciana did eat them and said, not her favorite, but she did eat it, which is pretty cool. And tonight we're on to this new schedule that Dominica has. I think it'll last about 2-3 weeks, right? But tonight is fried food night, and so shrimp is being fried right now. I need to head in and eat that shrimp. So other than that, I'll say goodbye for Thursday night. I'll see everyone tomorrow.